All right, so today we're taking a look at another Lifeproof case, man. Yes, and as always, a huge shout out to Lifeproof for always looking out for the channel. But today we're going to be taking a look at the next case, all right? And this is the very first time I have reviewed one of these cases. And let me go ahead and tell you right off the back. Let me tell you the price so I can set the stage of what we're going to be talking about. This case is $80, all right? This is kind of one of the most expensive cases just about that I have reviewed on the channel outside of the UAG, the Monarch series. That's a kind of expensive case as well. But let's just see what this next case has for $80. And let's go into with an open mind. Let's just see what we working with, squad. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you see, it says made with recycled plastic. Next, this is dirt proof and drop proof. All right, now we've done the fray where I put that underwater. We've done the C, which a lot of you guys love that case. That is a more of a not minimalistic, but more of a plain Jane case. But this one's going to be dirt and drop proof. And trust me, I do feel it when you're actually holding this thing, because this bad boy adds a little bit of width. All right, drop zone from up to 2 meters, lasts the antimicrobial case protection. All right, so let's just go ahead and slide it out right here, and then we're going to pop it out from the front. And let's go ahead and put this to the side, and let's go ahead and check the case out right here. Now, when it comes to the next series, they're going to come in different colors, all right? And this is going to be a green, which is ironic because we'll see it kind of pairs pretty good with that alpine green, so we'll kind of get into that. But this has MagSafe. It's going to be a clear case, and it is a 2-part case that's going to add a nice level of protection, all right? So we're going to go ahead and remove it, and I think you can go from the bottom right here. So let's go ahead and pop it out. And don't worry, it's not breaking. I know it may sound like it's cracking and breaking and all that, but don't worry about it. So this is going to be kind of like your hard, and kind of like a very stiff rubber frame right here. You got your raised buttons. You got a little bit of Lifeproof branding right there on the sides. And this right here is going to be your clear back that is going to go in, okay? So let's go ahead and try this. As you know, your boy doesn't read any instructions. So let's go ahead and put the bottom on first. And then let's see if we can go around and snap the top on, all right? All right, I think this is the way we do it. All right. There we go. All right, there it is. It's all in. So there you go, man. We don't got to read directions to install these cases. Trust me, I got y'all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Lifeproof. Now, one thing right offhand, I know we're kind of jumping the gun with this, man, is this case adds some width to your phone. All right, I'm not even going to lie. When you're holding it, you can tell that this case just adds that much material on the sides, and you can feel that width when you are holding it. It's just something to think about that you're going to feel when you go pick up this case and grab it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look actually around it. So on that top side, it's going to be completely closed with nothing there. Going on this left side, now we do have to talk about this real quick because it's a little interesting. So when it comes to your classic mute toggle switch, let's get close. They have more of kind of like a windshield wiper style button. So you flip it one way, and then you flip it the other way, and it just feels a little different when you're flipping it. Like, I can't really justify it, but when you flip it one way and then you flip it the other way, you can kind of feel the toggle switching back and forth between mute and your volume. So that's kind of something to talk about. Definitely something a little bit different, but it does work. You just got to make sure you kind of get your finger in there to kind of toggle it. So it's a little bit different. Volume up and down buttons, very nice and tactile, as you can see here. Right here in that bottom corner, this is where you're going to get that relief so you can pop it out. When you're actually looking at the buttons, and not the buttons, but the cutouts down here, you have a flap right here for your lightning cable. Now, if you don't want that there, you can simply pop it off, and this basically has a little piece that snaps on, so you can pop it off if you don't care to have that, or if you don't need to have this cover because you're in that type of environment, you can do that, but you can pop it right back on when you want to put it up there. And those volumes, those speakers are really recessed down up in there, and I think they do have some material that's actually covering them up. So that's a good look to see right there. And that's it. Basically, on that right side, you're going to get that nice and tactile volume button there, and flipping it over on the back, you see you get that nice raised lid right there, so your cameras are protected when you are talking about putting it face down. Now, taking a look at that lay-on tail protection. Now, this does, and let me look at it, even though this is a 2-snap case, this does still work with a tempered glass screen protector, all right? So you're definitely good in that manner. And with that, it has a lip that goes all the way around it, so it does feel pretty good when you are talking about dropping it and putting it down on face first, not doing any extreme drop tests. Normal, everyday drops, I'm pretty sure you can be just fine when it comes to this case. Now, how does it fit on the phone? Is there any creaking? Is there anything going on? And honestly, I can't feel anything going on with this case when it's all put up in here. We can't talk about any pull and tug because guess what? This is a 2-part case with a hard frame. So nothing is pulling, nothing is tugging or anything like that. All of that is remaining put. And when you're actually holding it and twisting it and doing different things like that, you really don't feel any creaking. You hear a few things, but you really overall can't hear anything. And this case is it hugs this phone very solid. So the fit of this thing is spot on. I mean, so far it's right on the money for what the cost is. I mean, it really doesn't seem like it's that many, trade-offs. And then when you're holding it in your hand, that's the only thing that kind of concerns me, is because these phones are already a little bit more on the heavier side. Doesn't really bother me like that, but they do have a little bit more weight. But when you're holding this, you can feel that width in your hand. I feel like it just makes it that much uncomfortable to kind of reach. You take a small 13 Pro like this, which is about the perfect size, but when you put this Lifeproof Next case up there, kind of makes it a little bit more it's not bad, but sometimes you might have to do a little bit more just because you can feel the width of that case, but not terrible at all. When it comes to the back, you're going to have this clear back. And so far, I think it's pretty resistant to scratches. This case has kind of been out the packaging for a little bit, even though I put it back in there from the beginning. I don't really see that many scratches on it at all. So that's pretty nice to see right here. And go ahead and drop it on MagSafe. It works just fine with MagSafe, of course. Well, I don't think I have the MagSafe. Yeah, it ain't plugged in. But let's plug this in. I'm not sure why this is not working. Let's plug this in so you can see that it works with MagSafe. Bloopers, man. This gotta run these live. All right, so let's go ahead and try that again, man. Dropping this down on MagSafe, you can see it works just fine with MagSafe right here. So here it is, man. This is gonna be the Lifeproof Next series. If you rock with Lifeproof and you need this level of protection and you like what this case offers, you go ahead and spend all of your American 80 bucks on it, man. This is a stiff cost right here, man. Not saying it'll be hard to justify it, because from looking on it just from this review, it doesn't look like anything is necessarily wrong with this case, man. It's just one of those cases that you're going to have to pay for the level of protection that you get. But your phone does seem protected pretty well in this shell, and I don't have a doubt in my mind that this case will protect the everyday person if they just want to keep their phone in mint condition and need this level of protection. Go out there and get yourself a Lifeproof Next case. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Telling you, T, make sure you do all the YouTube things and make sure you hit that subscribe button, but definitely turn that bell on so you don't miss out on any case reviews that I got coming for the channel. Until next time, everyone, please be safe out there and catch you on the next one. Later.